Hey viewers, if you want your stories, experiences of infidelity, breakup, cheating, to be narrated and get featured to others in our Mr. Cool's Planet community, feel free to submit your stories to the mail given in description. By the way, please don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. Let's go.
Welcome to Mr. Cool's family. Get ready to be captivated by a collection of unforgettable stories that will leave you breathless. Join us on this exciting journey into the world of human emotions and experiences, where every episode promises to be a unique and unforgettable adventure. Here we go. Story 1. We have only been engaged for 7 months. Together for 4 years. And now she cheated on me. My 30M fiancé 32F and I were dating her 4 years. We moved rather fast and have been through a ton of trauma together. I recently found out she cheated on me about 1.5 months ago when I was visiting my family over the holidays. She was the love of my life. The most beautiful, sexy and smart woman I've ever met. Some backstory. We met in medical school in the Midwest. Shortly after starting to date, her sister died by suicide, and I lost my whole medical career. I now have a career in politics. She asked to move in only a few months after we started dating and I said okay right after her sister died. I supported her to help her heal for years, got her through medical school financially, emotionally, and helped with her studies. We got through COVID together. Lifted weights together almost every day. Did all the things a couple does. I showered her with gifts, compliments, passion, and gave her all of me. The sex was glorious. Around the 2.5-year mark around summer of 2021, she said she wanted to go on a break, and I begrudgingly agreed. It was either take the break or lose her as long as she didn't sleep with anyone else. I know she has a lot of attention-seeking behavior, so I thought she may have just wanted some new attention. On her birthday in October of that year while we were on the break, she told me she was going out with her girlfriends for the night. Something didn't sit right with me, so I looked through her messages on her computer and found that she had slept with a guy already earlier that week when I was out of town for work and that the guy was picking her up again tonight. The man was a sugar daddy, which I didn't really understand. I paid for all of the bills and everything, so she didn't really need money. I couldn't believe my eyes, what the messages said, so I went to where she said she would be and waited. After about 30 minutes, the man she was cheating with, IDC if we were on a break, was dropping her off after they had sex in a parking lot. I confronted the man and told him never to contact her again or I would let his wife know. Never heard from him again. I am ashamed of having to do that, but I needed to know and see it with my own eyes. After about a month, I forgave her for this, and our relationship seemed to be back on track. She seemed very remorseful. She said a major reason she was feeling like she was being suffocated and needed space was that she didn't know if I was serious about her. I had not proposed. I thought 2022 was a great year for us. In January we got a dog together, a little perfect goldendoodle. She paid for him, but I signed the papers. Her name tag says my last name. She was going to be graduating med school soon and matching into a residency program, so she had been bringing up being engaged almost on a weekly basis. She gave me an ultimatum of propose or she's out when she starts residency, which was across the country in California. I proposed in May on a beautiful trip. She accepted. I packed up our whole apt and drove myself and our dog and Catus across the country to California while she flew. Her program started just a few days after graduation. California has been hard on me. None of my community is here. None of my family is here. My job was still back in the Midwest, so I was working remotely and was home a lot. I would say I was at home maybe 85% of the time. I think this caused my fiancé some resentment. Fiancé worked very long hours. I was okay and willing to sacrifice all of this for our relationship. On the bright side, as well as continuing to all the bills, since she was getting paid now and the call is much higher in Cali, we agreed to split bills. It meant that I could act as more of a caretaker due to her long work hours. I took care of the dog. I cooked all the meals, got the groceries, tracked all the finances, you know, all the regular boring everyday shit that PPL have to do in order to survive. By late August she had stopped wearing her ring to work. She said that it was due to patients harassing her. BC, it was such a nice ring. I let this red flag go. She said that if I got her a smaller silicone band ring she would wear it, but I never did. Why? I'm not sure. Didn't seem like a priority. In retrospect, I should have. She still wore the ring on weekend when we would go out or if she went out to do something in public with her friends. I went home to visit my family for Christmas. BC, she said she was working on Christmas, after we spent Thanksgiving at home ourselves, and I made a feast for us while she worked the whole day. While I was away, she was acting strange. Not picking up at night when I called. Taking hours to text back. I knew something was up. The night I got back, December 28th, D-Day. I confronted her about it and she admitted to cheating on me with someone she met from work. They went on 3 dates. The first ended in a clothed lap dance that made the guy come, and the third ended with unprotected sex at his place. She told me she liked the sex and how rough he was with her, which surprised me. BC, I'm also pretty rough, and I never knew there was an issue with our sex. I always got her off first. I called the AP and he didn't even know I existed. She lied to him as well, saying she was single. He blocked her. To make matters worse, this was the day before we were supposed to sign a year-long lease together, as our first 6-month lease was up. The landlords let her sign the lease herself. I stayed with friends for about 2 weeks. After 2 weeks we talked and agreed to try couples therapy, although she did not know yet if she wanted to try to be in a relationship. After the first week of therapy, things seemed to be getting better. She invited me to move back in. We were having a lot of sex. I was buying a lot of furniture for the new place. She was no longer talking to the AP. Then, the Saturday after our first therapy session, she went out with her friends to a nightclub, which I was okay with. Her AP happened to be there by coincidence. There are not a lot of clubs in the area. She got to chatting with him and she says all they did was kiss. I know she got food with her friends at about 2:30 am and arrived back home at around 4 am. After this, she did a complete 180. Completely stopped trying to R at all. Continued talking to the AP, and straight up told me she doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore. I called the AP again and told him if he didn't back off there would be problems. He said that she lied to him again and blocked her. She then went on a trip with her family and got back home yesterday. We sat and talked, and she said she was no longer sexually attracted to me since around August. Which was just 3 months after getting engaged and barely 2 months after uprooting my life and moving to California. I am so blindsided by this. We are both very fit and attractive, but I know the AP was taller than me. My fiancé and I were about the same height at 5 inches 10. She was maybe 5 inches 10.5. She also said she was feeling smothered and caged up. BC of how often I was home in BC I wasn't working a traditional 9 to 5 even though I still make more money than she does. Lol. We are both well educated. I asked her why she didn't just talk to me about this then so we could try to fix the relationship and figure out why she was feeling this way. She told me no and that she just wants to be by herself and date around. I told her that she was making a mistake and I wasn't going to wait to be a second option. I know I simply have to pack up and move back home to the Midwest. But man, does this feel final. Not only am I losing my person, my best friend who I sacrificed everything for, I also am losing our dog who I love so much and is very attached to both of us. She paid for him, but I was the primary caregiver. My sister says I shouldn't fight for the dog. BC, it would just remind me of my fiancé. She's probably right. I don't understand how someone can change their mind about loving someone so quickly. She was the one that pushed me to propose. She was the one that pushed to originally move in. She was the one that pushed for me to move with her to California. We were just talking about having kids and buying a house together this past November. I feel so used and betrayed. I sacrificed so much for 4 years, and she can't sacrifice 1 month to try to give her a shot to even see if mending things is possible. Was our engagement so much a lie that I'm not worth even trying for? It's not fair. I freaking hate this. I can't sleep. I can't eat. And I don't know how to move on. Our anniversary would be on Valentine's Day. Any advice would be appreciated. Man, I wanna say this. You need to get away. This person is dangerous. And with all that you have invested and sacrificed, there is nothing to save here. You have rugs swept once. She has told you, clearly, she does not want counseling or reconciliation. This is the mindfuck the disorder do. These freaks are never satisfied and not only tell the lie. They live the lie. Story 2. Wife of 15 years left me for affair partner. My wife and I had a great relationship up until the last year. Apparently I stopped showing affection and crushed her self-esteem by dismissing her opinions often, and I could feel her growing cold as well. I regret this and I know I have been in a depression which didn't help with our relationship. We started having a lot of arguments, mostly started as discussions by me about how I needed her to meet me 50-50 in our relationship, but she is not a great communicator and I suspect she was already checked out by then, so it always ended badly. I also suspect she is a bit of a covert narcissist, though she doesn't exhibit all traits. Mainly, she is never wrong and rewrites history in her mind, and always thinks I attack her when I criticize her, though on that point I completely disagree. Otherwise she has always been very sweet. We were each other's first and presumably only partners until now. Just saying this to provide some context to her personality and our relationship. I recently discovered her having an emotional affair with a coworker she has known for only 2 months. When I found the texts, she told me that she loved him, and she had fallen out of love with me, but still had some feelings for me. She chose to leave me and move in with him. I am certain they were already physical, though she continues to deny it. Her affair partner is also leaving his family for her, so they're both cheaters and limerents, which gives me hope this could be short-lived, and they are apartment hunting as we speak. We live far away from our families, so I am her only other lifeline. I packed her stuff and it's still here. I've decided I want to fight for her if there is any hope. I still casually text with her so we have contact, which is a plus. She is remorseful and definitely still cares, but for now she is still choosing him. I just keep hoping she will come back. What are the best ways to make that happen if it's even possible? She can be prideful, so it will take a lot to get her to approach me if she has regrets. I'm hoping I can keep up contact with her unless she decides to cut me off and try to show her what she left behind without being too forward. I want her to know that I can forgive her, but at the same time I don't want to look like I am just waiting as another option for her. I want her to miss me. And I don't want to make her think I have completely moved on, because she might be the type to not even try unless she thinks there's a chance. Aside from working on myself, which I am doing, how should I work on her to make her want to come back? How should I talk to her? What do you think my odds are if I play my cards right? Dude, listen, you are living in an illusion and lie. She has already stated she loves the other person. That should be a clue to move on rather than being a doormat. Their relationship is very serious since both of them abandoned their families for each other and felt the sacrifice was worth destroying 2 families for it. I doubt the OBS is doing what you are doing. Story 3. My wife found out she was a gay and left me to live with some other girl. Hey, so this is not a usual case. I'm not trying to reconcile, I'm dealing with the emotional damage my ex-wife did to me and how to mentally not let it sabotage my current relationship. Here we go. My ex-wife and I were together for almost 6 years. This would be from when I was 19 to 25. We have a 3-year-old that we share custody of. The reason the marriage ended after less than a year of married life is she found out she was gay. She found out by having an affair on me with a girl she knew from high school. It tore me apart. I had committed to this woman, married her, and even had a child with her for it to blow up in my face. Fast forward to now, I met an incredible woman. We having been together for a little over a year. Engaged and expecting our first child. Life is great, right? It is. But I'm constantly paranoid of getting cheated on again. Early on, when she was asleep, I went through her phone. I found nothing suspicious. I felt like dog sh*t. I betrayed her trust. I told her what I did and she almost left me because she felt like I did not trust her. To this day, I'm still paranoid that my fiancé has cheated or will cheat. I'm in therapy. The therapists recommended I go ahead and write out stories where my fiancé does cheat on me. I have done the exercises but my anxiety skyrockets. I can't handle the thought of it. I can't go through that again. My question is, do you ever truly get over getting cheated on? How do I mentally give someone 100% my trust again after being betrayed by someone who I thought at the time was my best friend? Hey brother. The thing is that there are no guarantees that she won't cheat. But if you continue to doubt her, it will only erode the relationship, so you may as well trust her and find a way to redirect your thoughts. Story 4. My girlfriend cheated and now wants to have open relationship. Me 22F and my girlfriend 22F have been in a relationship for 4 years. In the last year, we started hanging out with a couple 30F and 29 meters. This man has been forever in my girlfriend's life because his parents are close to her parents. We quickly became best friends, all of us, and we hang out often. The three of them work in the same place, but remotely, so the man, let's call him Victor, made an office in his another apartment and my girlfriend has started going there for work. Because staying in our apartment was hard for her. I am studying, so sometimes I wasn't at home and she wanted another space for work. 3 weeks ago, she told me that while she and the guy were in the office, they were lying on the couch, cuddling and talking about hard stuff from childhood, etc. And they kissed, and were talking about the feelings they have for each other, which they found out about while kissing. Me and my girlfriend were talking about what is cheat for us a lot. We both agreed that being emotionally engaged with someone and doing something about it, kissing, having sex, is cheating for both of us. We were talking that maybe someday we will look for someone to try out sex with, etc. When she told me about the kiss, she immediately proceeded to talk about having open relationship with both of these friends, but she only has feeling for the guy. I was in shock, because I trusted her 100% and she knew that this was cheating for me. I was perfectly okay with hugging and being close, but not going behind my back and doing romantic stuff with someone else. I told her that to me it is cheating, and how can she even ask to open a relationship when she betrayed my trust? She said that she missed the feeling of adrenaline and being in love. 2 weeks after that, her therapist told her that she might be polyamorous. She told me that, and also the fact that she wants to open a relationship, to have a relationship with this guy. I don't know what to do, because all of this took me by surprise. She didn't know that she might be polyamorous. She's still not sure and wants to try, and we had a monogamous relationship. I feel so many feelings and I'm overwhelmed by them. I don't trust her right now, and I don't trust this guy either. He lied to his wife about it. I really don't think I'm capable of opening our relationship right now. I want to be with my girlfriend, because our relationship lately was so great and there are amazing sides to it. She also thinks that. I told her that I'm not ready now and I don't know if I ever will, so maybe we should break up. She says that she wants to stay with me, but I'm so anxious that she will cheat again, cause she still wants to be close to him. They message each other a lot and stuff. I feel kind of pressured to open our relationship, even though she says I can take my time and she wants to be with me, because she is happy in our relationship. It just hurts me that 2 of my best friends did this behind my back, and seeing them together hurts a lot. I just can't deal with imagining them being so close and intimate, and him seeing this side of her that I see while we have sex or stuff. Could you please tell me what can be done in this situation? We talked a lot about how would it look like if we decided to open our relationship, but I feel hurt when I imagine them together, and I'm worried my GF will stay with me only because she can't be with him in a primary relationship. I want to be open to the idea of poly relationship between them, but it's so hard and I need to work on trust with her, and I'm feeling as if she's becoming distant and I just can't deal with it. I love her so much and I told her that I want her happiness, whether it's with me or someone else. For now I can't imagine being in such relationship. I'm scared that she would violate my boundaries again and I feel as if she was putting all of her energy in this guy. She's texting with him, thinking about him and I feel really unattractive as a partner. My friend. Here's the thing, being polyamorous is a relationship structure and not a sexual identity in the way being gay, lesbian, bi, pan, etc. are. She may feel called to explore different relationship structures and yes, that might be where she is happiest, but at the end of the day what she did was cheating. You have to decide if you can forgive her and b, are you okay with changing your relationship. It is your choice, but I will say that this is not a good foundation to build ethical non-monogamy on. It would literally be built on something non-ethical. To me it seems like she wants the perks without doing the work or knowing what that entails. Has she taken any accountability for cheating? That's the package for today's episode of Mr. Cool's Family. We hope you enjoyed the stories as much as we enjoyed bringing them to you. We appreciate your viewership and look forward to hearing your thoughts and feedback in the comments. We strive to create engaging content that explores the complexities of human relationships, and we can't wait to share more tales with you soon. Thank you for being a part of our community, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. See you tomorrow.